I've had many leading experts on this show, including Matthew Walker, and they've all said the same thing about sleep. They've said it's the biggest positive investment you can make in your own performance. You can have the best strategy in the world, but if you're consistently tired, poor decision-making will follow and eventually cause other things to fail in your life. So if you're looking to optimize your recovery, you should start looking at what you're sleeping on. Our sponsor, Helix, makes high-quality mattresses tailored to your body. It doesn't matter if you run hot, sleep on your side, or need something firm. Helix has a mattress for you. And I asked them recently to send one to a member of my team, and Juan received it. And we travel a lot, so when he's home, quality sleep really matters. And he told me he's getting the best sleep of his life. And the data backs it up, with 82% of people in a Helix study saying they saw an increase in their deep sleep. And with a 120-night trial, you've got 4 months to prove it to yourself. You can get 27% off at helixsleep.com/diary. That's helixsleep.com/diary. You talked about relationships at the start of this podcast. You said I think you alluded to the fact that you hadn't had much luck there when we were talking about knowing you're enough.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, this is a real problem. So there's a few narratives that I've bought into subconsciously. One of those narratives is that I am like a weedy nerd kid, the kid that I was when I was 12 years old and getting slightly bullied in school and getting grades and stuff, but not really have anything, not being valuable as a human being beyond the fact that I was generating A stars in exams. That's one side of it. There's another side, but I'd love to hear your take on
What's the other side?
The other side is, if we're keeping it real, it's I think it's around masculinity and what it means to be a man. And if one were to hypothetically read WikiHow articles on how to get girls, or even the vast literature on the topic, there is a big thing of women are attracted to men, people who so someone who is a man, someone who leads, someone who's alpha, those sorts of things. And I think my kind of default way of being is very not that. And my idea of fun is singing Disney songs and playing board games until 2:00 in the morning with a pizza takeaway, rather than something that a more macho alpha type person would be. And so on the one hand, there's that thing of just be yourself, of be your authentic self, etc., and a girl will like that for who you are. And on the other side, it's the thing of you will objectively get more success with women, in inverted commas, if you sort of are more of that alpha type personality.
Well, here's the problem you have.
Yeah, please.
on that particular point before we move on, because I'd love to hear what you're going on to say. But it sounded like you were saying, "Do I be myself and dance around listening to Disney, even though it might return a lower quantity of smoking hot potential partners?"
Correct.
Or the alternative to that is, do I be a masculine guy and act outside of self to generate more smoking hot partners? The issue you have is you just got to zoom out and you've got to think about the outcome of both approaches and how sustainable both approaches are. All you can be is yourself for a long period of time.
Okay.
And if you want long-term results, that's the only option you have. Of course, you can act as something you're not and pretend you don't like Disney and not play board games and stuff. And you might meet the wrong person for a short amount of time. And it will be a short amount of time because that relationship will capitulate the minute they find out who you actually are. And this is, this is always, for me, the answer is you have to be yourself. You have no choice in that. You do have a choice in being able to kill some of those confidence issues, which might be self-sabotaging at key points in the relationship where it turns into insecurity and results in jealousy. And if you're coming into a relationship thinking, why the fuck is this person with me? The chance of you exhibiting jealous behavior and controlling behavior and manipulative behavior and insecure behavior and where are you? Why haven't you here? And why haven't you texted me back fast enough? And is high. And for me, that will put undue pressure on something that might have worked otherwise. So go ahead and work on the confidence issues, but never, ever dare change who you are. The things you intrinsic, do not change those. Do not try and act outside of those, because that will lead to really short-term results. And you don't actually want to be with anyone for 50 years that doesn't want to dance and listen to Disney movies with you. You don't actually want to. Society's telling you want smoking hot. but you don't actually want that. You won't return joy on that. You'll return status from walking in with a smoking hot model that has no brain, but you won't return joy in the long term. And that is the goal. That's the North Star. Does that make sense?
It does. Yeah. On the note of being yourself, the thing that the thing that I feel a contradiction is that on the one side there's kind of be yourself, and on the other side there's like choose yourself. And what I worry about is, what if this person who I am, i.e. the kind of nice guy who like enjoys Disney and board games and stuff, that's a result of accidental experiences that I haven't really chosen for myself. And should I instead be thinking, okay, who's the sort of person I want to be? Although having said that, I don't want to be anyone who doesn't sing along Disney songs, because they're just great.
There you go.
Yeah.
And you sing along to Disney songs, not because you're now being forced, because you enjoy it.
Yeah, it's just genuinely fun.
It makes you feel good.
I love it. Yeah, it's so good.
There you go. So that's part of the answer to a lot of the things we've discussed before, which is going in the direction of the things that make you feel good. Don't suppress things that make you feel good, because then you'll feel shit. So if that makes you feel good, that is, as far as I'm concerned, you've explored and exploited, as you say, and you've found something you enjoy. And don't sacrifice that for what? Yeah. For a pretty woman to be stood next to you. Yeah. That's not that. Trust me, will not be enjoyment. That'll be status. That'll be extrinsic approval,
right? Which
is very different from internal fulfillment. So I would never disregard those things. However, you can, as I've done over the last year and a half, say, do you know what? When I look at my values and who I actually want to be internally, my health, this is what I've done, is so foundational to everything. And I really managed to almost like hypnotize myself somehow into knowing that me being in good shape and me being someone that goes to the gym every day and prioritizes that, my health is my first foundation, is in line with my happiness. The change in my life, the thing that's put me in the best shape of my life ever, was before, as I've said in this podcast, me working out was all about women. Yep. The minute it became not about women, it stuck. Okay. Because for so many reasons. The minute I enjoyed the process and I removed wanting six-pack, and I basically don't have any gym goals now whatsoever. My goal is to go every day. It stuck. It became intrinsic. It was for me. And now I go every single day. And the minute we finish this conversation, my PT's waiting for me. And I went yesterday, the day before, I'll go the day tomorrow, every day.
Okay.
I don't care. I'm not doing it for anyone else. So it sticks.
Interesting.
That's why your relationship will fail if you're with someone that you're with for external reasons. It won't stick.
Okay. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense.